Hello, it's Kim Morris with you, and in this video I'm going to show you how to prepare the weekly scorecard for the business owner. So as you can see here, this is the full snapshot of a weekly scorecard that's been completed. What I'm going to do is just zoom in on some of the key areas so we can walk through those. So just increase it in size. So right up here in the top left-hand corner, we have who the scorecard's been prepared by, which is myself, the week ending that the scorecard relates to, and the name of the business. And just right over here, we have our traffic light colours, green indicating an increase upwards, orange indicating little change from week to week, or it could be sporadically jumping up and down, therefore it needs to be monitored, and a red traffic light if it's decreasing, and for example this week it could be lower than the target, or it's continued to decrease over the past 4 weeks, so that would indicate some issues or slippage there. So let's look at the information that's actually collected. So you can see here we've got a column for target and we've got 4 weeks here. So we've got this current week is in column F, plus the 3 previous weeks that we would also include on the scorecard to compare against. So the information that we're collecting is the total number of inquiries for the week, which are your leads, the number of inquiries have turned into purchases, and that will automatically calculate the conversion rate. That's why it's in a black background there. You'll also need to put in the total number of customers on record, total number of transactions for the week, total sales for the week, and that will in turn calculate the average number of times the customer has purchased. Again, that's why it's in black. That means it will automatically calculate. And you'll need to put in the average dollar per sale and the profit margin. And then when you come over here, it's just a matter of putting in the relevant colour as to whether or not you think it's on track when you compare this week to previous weeks and to the target, or whether or not it needs monitoring based on it may have little change from week to week, or could be jumping up and down, and you'd be flagging it red if you could see that there'd been decreases from week to week, or that it was significantly lower this week than what your target was. So where do we actually get the information to put into this scorecard? Well, let's look at the target column first. We can see here we've got a target of 80 for the number of inquiries here. So that is the target that you set as part of step 2. So when you were working with the business owner, you needed to identify what the target was on a weekly basis for the total number of inquiries that the business would get. And if that hasn't been done, or if you haven't really finished that step, you do need to go back and talk to your business owner about setting some targets, because that's quite important to have in the scorecard. Just it helps to compare and contrast against the different weeks, and it will really help to give a clear and accurate picture for when the business owner is looking at it, and also for yourself as well when you're trying to put in those traffic light colours. It'll make your job easier because you can see more clearly if it's lower or higher than the target for that week, and also if it's in the past 3 weeks, if it's going up or down as well. So when you're actually getting the weekly information to put into this scorecard, that information is from the daily tracking spreadsheet that you would have been completing. And the daily tracking spreadsheet is this one here. So we can see we've got all of the information that we need in these total columns for the week. So each day we'd be putting in a row of information in here, and after 5 or 6 days of trading, depending on whether the business is open 5 or 6 or even 7 days, it would automatically calculate the profit margin, no change, therefore it stays at 50%. The number of inquiries is added up to be 50. The number that's turned into purchases is 20. The number of brand new customers whose details were collected was 20. Total customers on record for that week ending was 130. Total number of transactions was 198. And you've got the total sales, average dollar per sale, and the conversion rate there as well. And that is all information that you will need to pop into the relevant week of your scorecard. So the very, very first time that you do the scorecard, you'll populate column F, indicating that it's the current week. And as you progress through the weeks, you would simply copy and paste that information over to this column to make way for the new information. So that week would be, for example, the 25th, week ending the 25th, and you just remove that information. Don't take out anything that's in a black cell. That cell will automatically calculate, and if you delete anything in the black cell, you can see up here that it has a formula in it, and if you remove or delete that information in the black cell, it won't automatically calculate. So don't touch the black cells, and just delete the white cells in preparation for you to put in the new week's information. And of course, you'll have to redo the traffic lights as well each time that you do the scorecard, because of course they will change from week to week. So in a snapshot, that is the weekly scorecard that you'll be preparing. And as you progress through, by the 4th week of doing the scorecard, you should have all 4 weeks of information populated, and the target is something that should be put into the scorecard from the very, very first week. So the very first time that you do the scorecard, you should have the target information and column F, which would indicate that first week. And of course, you should be filling in the traffic light information there as well. What's on track, what needs monitoring, and what is an issue or a slippage. And if you're not sure how to grade those things, there are some little notes here at the top to help you out with doing that. I hope that's been helpful, and I'll see you in the next video.